So, greetings all. Today is Tuesday, February. I don't know where I'm going with that. Today is Tuesday, July 27th, 2021. I'm struggling with these days and years today because this is the fourth time I've tried to create this presentation today. This is time number 4. The others had real big, horrible glitches in them. So, I always open this podcast by saying, am I the only one that's struggling out here? Am I the only one that's spiraling out here? And I had to just come to terms today that I may be struggling and I may be spiraling, but that does not mean I'm failing. My son reminds me every day that listening is a sign of respect. And I struggle with this concept, this process every day. There's not a day goes by that I don't get real back to, shh, mom, listen. Shh, mom, listen. Just listen. Just listen. I struggle with this process. I struggle with this concept. I mean, it could be because I'm old. Like I've always said, these are random thoughts of an old woman. And I'm 75 years old at that. So I got just some themes, just some thoughts, just some narratives, just some questions, just some ideas that I just want to put forth for us today. And they're on paper. So if it sounds like I'm reading, trust me, I am. Because I want to stay centered, I want to stay focused, and I want to kind of stay within these 15 minutes. So on February 1st, 2021, the Reverend Dr. or Dr. Reverend William Barber was part of an event that was called Moral Monday. It was the beginning, let me say, of Black History Month also for this year. But Reverend Dr. Barber was asking those folk in power, you know who you are, you know where you are, you know how you are, you know why we are, or why you are. You're in power to just protect us, to respect us, and to pay us. So I had to do a little math in my head today because, like I said, these are questions, themes, narrative, thoughts, ideas I'm putting on paper and sharing with you today to be unpacked as we continue this thing called a podcast. So I realized today that this is 2021. The United States was founded in 1776. So this means that the United States is 245 years old. 245 years old. And at 245 years, there are only 331 million individuals in this thing, this space that we occupy called the United States of America. So we have strength as a people. The other thing I've heard is that blacks have no rights, no activities that a white is bound to respect. Well, not blacks have no rights, or they have no activities that they can participate in and feel good about themselves. I'm sure many of you have heard of Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. Her book is titled The ISIS Papers, and in it, she identified 9 people activities. So if you're living on this thing called or in the United States of America, and we're part of this 335, I don't know where, I'm just having problems with my numbers today, and I do apologize. But we're only 331 million strong, okay? So what do you mean when you say blacks have no rights that a white is bound to respect? What rights, what activities are we talking about? Simply put, we are all in these 9 people activities, and they include education, economics, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. These are the only 9 people activities in which we engage. I'm just kind of putting it out there. I'm taking my time. I'm letting you massage what was just said. I have heard that racism is a social construct. I have heard that racism is a team sport. However, mm, the last administration sent, set, sent, set 160 lifetime judges, young people that will be on the bench for the rest of their natural lives. I said earlier, the U.S. is 300, 200. Yeah, let me get the figures right. We're 245 years old. Got you. The white woman got the right to vote in 1921. That is some 145 years later. The white woman or white women got the right to vote. In 1965, the black woman or black women got the right to vote. That is a 44-year differential. Have you ever heard that black women breastfed the white woman's child while the white woman walked her dog and picked up the dog's shit? Have you heard that people of color are expendable? Have you heard that a riot is the voice of the unheard? We have strength as a people, but let's remember 39% does not represent 50% of a population. Just want to speak to children or about children or on children for a moment. Our children are very, very interesting today. They have their own set of priorities. I need those of us that are in positions to teach and or help and or share this space with children. I need to continue to create a space for our children to be free of control, to be free of shame, and to be free of guilt. Because life's essential questions are asked and answered during childhood. Have you noticed that our children are tired of our adult agendas? Do we understand that the best does not exist, that perfection does not exist? Have you heard that we must continue to create environments that promote early childhood positive self images and prevent early childhood mental illnesses? Illnesses. When the beautiful Dr. Joycelyn Elders was the director of the CDC many, many, many years ago, she shared that our children then were hugless, they were helpless, they were homeless, and they were hopeless. We've got to help our children to understand, and all of us need to understand, that we need to get up happy. I love St. Joseph's new motto: promote human kindness. I invite you to find your way. I invite you to strive to be a master of your craft, whatever that craft is. And hope is a good thing. Hey, it's a free journey. And sometimes we have been standing in a spot way too long. All people are different people and have the right to be heard, have the right to share, and those ideas, concepts, narratives that promote a healthy environment. Hold the line, because we are free. Just consider that anything that cost us our peace of mind is way too expensive. I love the fact that Kelly Clarkson closes her show every day and inviting each of us to have a great day. And if it's not, she asks us to change it. Sometimes we all just need a little pure. And I've said this for the last 3, 4 times in the podcast I had to delete. And I don't know where I'm having trouble with the word pretty and purity. Sometimes we just need a little, what I want to say is purity. Pretty, pretty. I have a hard time saying that word. Man, I think I need to work on that. Okay, so further on down the road, we'll come back and explore some of these things, some of these ideas, some of these narratives, some of these truths that we shared today. So until tomorrow, yours in liberty. Have an awesome evening. Be kind to one another. Take care of your happiness. Promote happiness and create safe spaces for these environments in which we exist. I wish each of you all a happy, happy, a merry, merry. And until tomorrow, again, yours in liberty. Thank you. Good night. Wow. Time for much better. Have an awesome evening.